Hello everybody and welcome to 60 Seconds. It's like a type of atomic adventure. Atomic drill, apocalypse, scavenge, survival. Apocalypse? Okay, we're gonna do apocalypse mode and we're just gonna go with we'll go with easy for first go. See how we do on easy. Okay. Okay, I get time to look around for everything. Okay. It's nice. That's good. Boink. Oh, and here's all where a bunch of food and water is. Ooh, a health kit. Okay. Oh boy. It's now time to actually get stuff. Collect it, damn it. Oh, it's a click. Okay. Well, wait, where's the shelter? Oh my god. It's in. I don't know why I grabbed a suitcase. I don't even know what's in the suitcase. There could be absolutely nothing. Give axe. Okay. Why am I so slow? Come on! I keep forgetting I have to click to throw the stuff in. It should just automatically throw it in when I get there. I need to restart. Oh no. This is gonna go bad. This is gonna go real bad. Okay, we're gonna start in the kitchen. We're gonna get a bunch of, we're gonna just be ready. Just be ready to grab that water. As soon as it hits. Bam. Okay, got the water. Got the soup. More water. Okay. Come on. And now we actually know where the shelter is this time. Okay. The gun? Yes. In. Axe? In. Oh god, we don't have a lot of time. Come on. Grab the soup. Grab the water. Grab the water. Okay. Come on. You and you. No room. Oh my god. Oh jeez, I just broke a lamp. Oh no. Soup. Timmy. You. Come on. Oh no. Throw them in. I have like no time left. Do I have time? No, I don't have time. I want to get the thing that's over there. I think it's water. I don't have time. Get in. Wait, shit. I didn't just leave my daughter behind. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a lot of water. Oh, it's this. Okay, day one. Almost all of us made it to the shelter. Almost. All we can do now is start thinking of creative ways to serve our canned soup. Can't remember bringing those supplies down to the shelter, but we're not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. +1 lock, +1 flashlight, and plus a map. Oh, nice. Our shelves are full of cans. Someone's already do plenty of water. Means we don't have to worry about that for some time. Time to ration supplies. I think we can go a day without anything. Day 2. Still looking okay. We're looking good. We can make it work, even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? Or that's the best way to get to Europe. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. Day has been fine to us thus far. No new problems are troubling Ted this morning. Cool. Ration supply? No, we can go many days. Wait, what's this? It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Okay, well then we'll wait still. Day 3. Okay. Maybe now we can... We stopped arguing, but for how long? Alright. Rose has to drink sometimes. Ted needs water to survive. Alright. Great. All of our water has been used. And all our soup. Okay. Every 3 days we will get food and water. Going to the waste right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Well, then we need to wait still. Mutant rodents are attacking our supplies. We're not sure if they're rats, for real bunnies, or just mutant hamsters. And use the axe, I guess. Our cans are saved. Too bad for hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. Timmy's good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. He looks fine. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Okay. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Cool. So we're good. No need to give supplies because we're all good. Wait, how's the wasteland doing? The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. So we're not gonna do that. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on one of our walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? Sure, what could go wrong? Day 5. Alright. Oh! Ooh. You're not looking too good, Dolores. Wait, Dolores, right? That's your name? I think. Ooh. We learned something today. Tomato soup is our best friend and mushrooms aren't. Yuck. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we're going through, Timmy is still very brave. Cool. Dolores got ill. There's nothing going on with Ted. Nothing new anyway. Okay. I didn't bring that this time. Okay. You can get some soup because you're sick. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Well, then we aren't going. We don't have the med kits to heal. Timmy has been sitting there just staring into space. Is something wrong? Maybe it would be a good look. Maybe it would be good to have a little chat with him. Alright, sure, why not? Day 6. Dolores is not looking any better. Even a word or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. Cool. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking too well. He looks fine. Dolores will not last long without water. Ted should drink something soon. Nah, you don't need any. Oh wait, it is the 3rd day. Alright. You can have a little bit. There we go. Wait, I didn't read that. I just skipped through it. I don't know what it said. Did anything happen? Some things are better left untouched and unknown. Whatever is behind that door will have to stay there. We also stacked some furniture against it, just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Timmy is on his best behavior. How long will it last? Dolores' health has not improved. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. Time to ration supplies. Nah, it's only day 7. We're fine. We don't need it. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Ted is vigorous enough to withstand the hazards of the. Okay, we're gonna send him out then. Okay. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... Never mind. The government and people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. Well, we don't have a radio, so we can't really do that. Day 8. If there is one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis. We don't have a radio though. To catch emergency broadcasts, might be transmitted, or just the first option sounds a bit more safe. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. Great. We haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness. Rip Dolores. Ted says there's nothing new to worry about. Okay. He's okay. Cool. Great. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right person to go outside. You know what? Dolores is already sick. We're sending her out. She might not come back. So... Day 9. Okay, she's not back yet. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking to... He looks fine. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. All Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Alright. Memlopo. We're running out of water. Day 10. We're making pretty far. We say ignorance is bliss. Another day without a clue any... Let's see. Tim might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. Oh, Timmy. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's a smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Sure. Well, we seem fine. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we're going through, Timmy is very brave. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Alright. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the waste, and right now, well, we don't have any ammo. So, sorry. An armed person with who murders things for a living. Giant mutated spiders in our neighborhood. We don't want to have anything to do with this stuff. Goodbye, lady. Timmy perhaps apple juice, but prefers apple juice. But right now, we should get him some water. Where's water when Ted needs it? Time to ration supplies. Okay. We're still alive. We're still going. Enough arguing. There are more important things to worry about. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. Cool. Ted, your wife might be dead. Timmy, your mom's gone. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something that we anticipated. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are merry men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we could make some new friends. Should we let them in? Sure. Oh! She's back! These merry folks were kind. They noticed we didn't have a radio, and so they offered us one. When we asked where they got it, they said the 1%. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. During our expedition, we stumbled upon the ruins of a familiar building, our local bank. Although a place like that might not be the ideal source of useful supplies, we decided to go in anyway. You never know what you might find, except for bags of cash, obviously. It looks like the bank was robbed just before the blast. The vault was cracked, open with saws hidden in teddy bears. Who does that? Anyway, we can see why they wanted to rob it so badly. The place was filled with tomato soup cans. How did it end up here? Maybe the mail had it delivered to a bank instead of a food bank. 4 cans of soup, nice. We found a shopping bag on the floor next to the counters. It contained a couple of rotten bananas, a hand cream, a pair of bunny slippers, and some bottled water. Tempting as all of these treasures may have been, we limited ourselves to taking the water. Plus 1 water. So this is how they guarded the place. Unacceptable. In the guard room, we found skeletons of 2 individuals who seemed to have been playing cards when the bomb hit. Good thing we kept all of our money in a really safe place. That is our special cookie jar in the kitchen. Those cards didn't provide much security here, but their cards will contribute to a high quality shelter entertainment. Thanks. Plus 1 cards. Timmy is on his best behavior. How long will this last? Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores is really tired. There's nothing new going on with Ted. Nothing new. Anyway, so Dolores, you get this stuff. because you've been gone. Okay. Oh, fuck. I skipped past the thing again. Cool. Great. If it's one thing we need to do, it's use the radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option seems a bit more sane. Timmy prefers the apple juice, but right now he should get him some water. Dolores has not eaten for a while. That's a lie. You ate yesterday. Ted is really thirsty. Okay. Gonna get ready to go out in the wasteland. We stumbled upon the remains of a bandit shanty town. Someone or something tore it down. Incidentally, amidst the rubble, we found a cat licking its paws nonchalantly, surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. As we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We can now hear its paws impatiently scratching our hatch. Should we let it inside? Sure. Let's see what the cat does. Oh! Whoa! Kitty! When we opened the hatch, the cat jumped in and marched around the whole shelter, sniffing all of us. Every wall, corner, empty soup can, and piece of furniture. Finally, it picked a quiet place, sat down, and let out a deep sigh before taking a 12-hour nap. Its collar has Sharkov etched into it. What kind of name is that? Yeah, what kind of name is Shakovi? Sharikov. I don't even know what I just said there. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Dolores would have really loved to eat. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs a drink right now. Okay, so drink, food. Cool. Who should go outside? Timmy. You're gonna take this axe. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Dolores would really love something to eat. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Something going on with Ted new. Nothing new anyway. Okay. It's really weird when you get the feeling that something is watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but this has been bugging us for a while now. We checked all the closets and no one is hiding in there. Is there something alive down here? Besides us? Yes, a cat. Maybe a rodent of some kind? If so, we need to show it that we are dominant species in this little paradise of ours. Okay. Don't know what you're gonna do with a gun that's not loaded, but sure. What happened? Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. We haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. Life in the shelter can really put a strain on personal relationships. Privacy is a forgotten, impossible concept now, so even if you wanted to clear the air, well, even the most private conversations are guaranteed an unwanted audience. Dolores and Ted could really use a quiet moment to talk in peace. How about a picnic in a nearby park? You're alone in the shelter. Timmy is gone. The only one here with you is the cat. But fine. Oh. Hello, kitty. Cool. Nothing like a romantic outing to a ruined post-apocalyptic park, complete with giggling and whispering sweet nothings over a shared can of tomato soup. At least that's how Ted remembers it. Dolores is unwilling to comment, but they both feel better today, so clearly whatever happened has lifted their spirits. Today's been fine for Dolores thus far. Ted should drink something soon. Alright, we're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have supplies, and in our opinion, we need them more. Well-being of our family is the most important thing in the world, right? Sure. We are now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Just never to mention so. Poor kids, we don't need soup. We're good on soup. We need water. Water's all Dolores wants. The same. Ted is hungry. Dolores, you're the reason we're running out of water. It's all your fault. Shark sure can. Yeah, I'm calling it Shark now because fuck that name. Sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is also risky. Should we go and outside and check that address? Sure. Oh, the cat's gone. We gather our new fluffy friend for a little stroll through the wastes, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they've been looking for it. Apparently it belongs to their dear old nan who loves it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Shark, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, and maybe it's for the best. The day was relatively calm for Dolores. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Great. We can keep sitting on our backsides here with this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own, the escaping part. Not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Okay. Hey, Timmy's back. Did you get anything for us? Wait, I think we have one more bottle of water. Okay, good job, Timmy. You actually did some, I guess. Maybe. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. We're so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Plus one act. Our expedition went to church which was still standing. Most of it was intact, and some people decided to turn it into a shelter. As we found out, it was more than that. We weren't sure what religion they followed, but they were very eager to convince us that tomatoes are the source of all evil and eggplants are the only hope for salvation. Cultists decided they wouldn't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full water bottles. Plus 2 water. Timmy should probably eat something, and Timmy is really tired. Nothing new about okay. So Timmy, you did good, so you get soup and water, and since we have tons of soup there, Ted seems to be in really good shape for a trip. Okay, we're gonna send you out there. Our situation gets worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bomb fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. As part of the community, we help stock it for an emergency, so technically they're ours, right? Should we reclaim them in our home, in our hour of need? Yes. I've been saying yes to pretty much everything so far. The cat's back. This couldn't have gone more wrong. When we got close to the shelter, we were immediately attacked by a group of teachers. They hit us with everything and anything. Mostly metal rulers, ouch. It would seem they'd left the kids behind to make room for all the supplies. To our surprise, we found Shark back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates, our kind heart's optimism, or just our stockpile of soup? Cans, only time will tell. Timmy is very hungry. Water for Dolores. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the drink. So, food, water, water. Okay, so food, water, water. And we'll send out Ted with nothing. Shit. Didn't mean to do that, kitty. Timmy should eat something. Dolores' health has not improved. Ted has left for the surface. Will help. He'll be back soon. Timmy, here's some food, Timmy. We opened the bunker door this morning to let some fresh radioactive air. We discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was no note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? Sure. What happened? Damn it, the gift was booby-trapped. There was nothing inside besides some junk, and as soon as we opened the suitcase, it exploded Is anybody hurt? Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Dolores was hurt. Okay, well, great. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Shark found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plaster and debris fell on our table, topped off with a big meowing furball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it be, or should we examine that wire? Wait, what? If I choose yes, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna examine the wire? Or are we gonna leave it to the cat? Whatever, fine, yeah, sure. We're just going with yes. It's an all yes run. Day 26. Why was there knocking? It's weird. Followed the wire outside and found a half burned out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. That's some space tech right there. Were they listening in on us in our very own shelter? Their feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here, and the car has no wheels. Nothing new to report on Timmy. Dolores will not last long without water. Too bad. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves should we hear them out. Sure. They were agents, real live secret agents on a government mission. We saw their identity cards briefly. They were listening in on us. It was the cat they were interested in. They made a request to wanting us to aid them with some other top secret missions in the future. If we do that, they promise they will extract us to a government safe house full of supplies and donuts. Hopefully they come back soon with more information. Despite the dire circumstances and all, the trouble we are going through, Timmy is very brave. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Dolores has no colors left on her face. Her injuries need to be fixed ASAP. Can't do that. Confined spaces are not a very friendly environment, and we got quickly into an argument over some trivial things. If this keeps on, we might find ourselves in a nasty place. We could barely sleep after all the arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. Dolores needs a doctor, or at least pills. It's now or never. Dolores has no colors left on her face. Her injuries. Okay. What does Timmy need? Water. We discussed everything we could, and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. Radio. Ah, how fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Timmy is good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores needs a doctor. Okay, we will give her food, and we'll give him food too. Whoa. Well, we made it a month, so that's good. Being stuck in such a tiny shelter should make anyone a bit apathetic. We need to stay calm and await the rescue. Surely they're coming for us, right? Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface during our expedition. We stumbled across a half-ruined wall with some half-burnt painting on it. Quickly realized we found the ruins on our local museum. Normally we would never enter an establishment like that without a ticket. But desperate times call for desperate measures. We jumped over the turnstile without looking back. We were hoping for some sweets or snacks, but all the museum canteen had to offer was tomato soup. It was poor tourists. Plus 2 soup. We have a lot of soup. Like, a lot. Between the rubble, we found a half-destroyed statue of a lady. She didn't have a lot of clothes on, save for a gas mask somebody put on her face. She didn't have a lot of clothes on, save for a gas mask somebody put on her face. Why does it say did they mean except for a gas mask somebody put on her face? Probably as a joke. We were hesitant to approach as the lady was dressed immodestly, but then we saw she was holding an urn. As long as there's an urn, it's art and it's okay to look at it. Everyone knows that. Okay. That ruined wall is all that's left of the main corridor. Some paintings are still hanging, but they're almost unrecognizable. At the end of the corridor, we found a museum guard sitting on a chair, or at least something that used to be a museum guard. We found some ammo in his pocket, or at least something that used to be his pocket. It's going to take a while for Timmy's wounds to heal on their own. There has to be someone left. Dolores should get it. Dolores needs a doctor. Ted is very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really bad. Ted is really okay. So we're all in not great shape. Great. We heard something about supply drops on the radio. This might be what we need to survive, and it's supposed to happen near our house. Shall we go out and find out if it's really happened? Yes. Oh! Well, Laura suffered with her injuries for far too long. When the infection spread, there was nothing we could do. RIP. The airdrop crate we found wasn't exactly huge, but it contained a few supplies that will definitely help us. We were especially happy to find some water bottles and some food cans. For a minute, we thought it was canned meat, but then we found out it was tomato soup. Our theory is that this whole country used to run on tomatoes and no one suspected a thing. +2 water, +2 soup. Timmy's pretty fatigued. Ted is hungry. Alright. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our next top secret missions that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay, Timmy, you're up. Have fun. There's knocking. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they would be back with more information soon. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he'll do if he doesn't come back. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Ted's stomach is rumbling. I keep feeding you and you keep being hungry. Why? The wasteland is full of spices like this man on the other side of the door, knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Shall we trade? He's offering a lot. So sure. Water? I think we lost water. Our visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. +1. We don't need soup. And Ted, how are you hungry? A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted. No fresh air seems to be circulating. Let us shut. Sure. Why is her knocking again? The recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs. All of them are armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive. But the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Ted is doing fine. Great. At breakfast we heard a knock on our door. It was a man with a rather excessive number of arms. He had told us his group was having a hard time finding supplies. Wherever they'd go, they got shot at first sight and asked questions later. It's probably because of their appearance. The friendly mutant presented us with an offer in exchange for supplies. His folk would escort us on our next expedition and make sure we come back home safe. I can give you soup. I have lots of it. The stranger quickly became a friend and we agreed to his terms. It doesn't cost us that much and we will sleep easier knowing that we will come back safely from our next trip to the surface. Timmy isn't feeling well. Ted's wounds are not a pretty sight. Well, I don't have any kit things to heal you guys. Now there's quiet knocking. Being stuck in such a tiny shelter would make anyone a bit apathetic. We need to stay calm. Some water for Timmy would be nice. Ted needs water to survive. So they both want water. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't require tomato soup. When we heard yells outside, we discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could: water, food, or food. Our visitors had problem finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and they wished us all the best. It's a great feeling to be helping someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. We hope they make it out there. -1 soup. It's going to take a while for Timmy's wounds to heal on their own. Ted got sick. Great. Trade alert: Timmy salvaged comic books are mostly harmless since fiction pulp. However, some of them don't feature the brave citizen program astronauts, but cosmonauts. That boy is eating up Soviet propaganda. What a disgrace. Should we banish Timmy to the wasteland for his traitorous ways and dispose of his blasphemous? No. I think that was the first thing I said no to. We allowed Timmy to stay in the shelter. Despite his actions, we believed in the power of rehabilitation and second chance. Also, we're running out of toilet paper, and these propaganda books will do nicely. If we don't do anything about Timmy's sickness, it might get worse. Ted is still suffering from his injuries. Fucking rip. We're emptying our bucket in front of the shelter. We discovered a hastily drawn map on one of the ruined walls. Someone drew out a route and marked a spot on the end of it. Maybe there are supplies hidden there. Should we check it out? Yes. We're lucky to have spotted that map. The spot marked on a small hiding place, and we found some useful supplies there. +1 medical splat. Ted has simply returned from his voyage to the surface. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well, Ted. There's nothing anyway. Well, what does he want? He wants something to drink? And Ted is sick. We'll wait a day. See how stuff goes. Clearly we're trustworthy after our last successful mission, as the agents came back with another request. We are too generously provide either a couple soup cans or some water bottles for an agent in the field. They'll take care of the delivery. In return, we'll be given an encouraging pat on the back and the promise of a better future in the safe government shelter. Sure, we have a lot of soup, so I guess it's fine. We agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they would be back with more information soon. Timmy needs an extra blanket. He's shivering all his head. He keeps coughing and coughing. Okay. If Shark considers our shelter his home, now we might as well try to get along. We could try to carry it around and pet it on the head. All cats like a good pet, and Shark should hopefully be no exception. Otherwise, any attempt to touch the cat could lead to our untimely death should we try to play with him. Sure. The cat escaped our warm, friendly embrace and jumped to the other side of the shelter, knocking a water bottle off the shelf. In the process, it shattered and left a dirty puddle as if the... It shattered? You're using glass water bottles? Who the fuck has glass water bottles? Another broadcast from the military. They said they need to locate the general area we're in and that they want us to leave specific markings close by. They said the markings should be cards. Playing cards. How strange is that? We're supposed to go to our nearest bus stop and pin the card denoting our head count there. Weird. Perhaps, but if we're doing it, the time is now. Okay. The cards are in place. All we need to do now is to wait for the army to pinpoint our location. That shouldn't take too long, we hope. There is no time. Timmy has to be treated for his injuries before it's too late. Ted said there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. We cannot heal Timmy though, because we don't have anything. We could give him soup. Wait, I just Timmy do that. Just Timmy. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of the pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Some water for Timmy would be nice. Ted said there's no need to worry about him. Well, Timmy's gonna die soon anyway, so... We didn't think we would get a chance to increase our food supply by simply playing a card game, but that's what we were offered by a man who knocked on our door today. 2 cans of food. We win, we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Are we going? Yeah, sure. Oh, I guess we won. Aha! Look, Lady Luck has smiled on us. We won a vicious game of war. The man wasn't too happy about it, but he delivered on his promise. +2 soup. Timmy is in terrible shape. We need to get him water now. Where is water when Ted needs it? I don't know, man. Someone's at the door. We're a bit scared, but maybe it's a friendly face of an American soldier. Should we open? Sure. The end. Oh. We were taken out of our home in the dark of night and hastily transported to what the agents called a presidential bunker. It's amazing. Sure, the walls are a similar shade of gray, but now we are a whopping 20 square feet more to walk around while we die of boredom. The extra bucket and newspaper supply is nothing to sneeze at either. All in all, it's definitely an upgrade. Life here will surely be all the trouble we went through. Finally, we can sit, relax, and let somebody else empty the bucket for a change. We won! I mean, the daughter is dead and the mom is dead, but Ted and Timmy are alive and great. You survived. Maybe. Nice. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video or videos. I've been recording for an hour, so I don't know what's gonna really happen with this, but hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.